On a cool evening in November 1975, an event took place in the forests of Arizona that has become one of the most intriguing and well-documented UFO abduction stories ever reported. Travis Walton, a 22-year-old logger, was working with a crew in the remote Apache Sitgreaves National Forest when a strange encounter occurred, one that continues to puzzle researchers and UFO enthusiasts to this day. The start of an ordinary day. The day began like any other for Travis Walton and his 6 fellow loggers, who were part of a forestry crew thinning trees under a government contract. After a long day of hard work, the men packed up their tools and prepared to head home. As the sun began to set, they piled into the pickup truck, with Mike Rogers, the crew leader, driving. The drive back to town was uneventful at first. The men chatted about their work and plans for the evening. However, as they drove through the dense forest, something unusual caught their attention. Off in the distance, they noticed a bright, glowing light shining through the trees. A strange light in the sky. At first, the men thought the light might be the setting sun, or maybe the lights of a distant airplane, but as they got closer, they realized that this was no ordinary light. Hovering above the treetops was a large, glowing object. The men were stunned by what they were seeing. It was a bright, disc-shaped craft emitting a soft, bluish light. The object appeared to be completely still, floating silently just above the forest. Curiosity got the best of Travis Walton, who, without thinking, jumped out of the truck to get a closer look. His co-workers urged him to stay in the vehicle, but Travis was captivated by the strange sight and walked toward the object. The crew watched in silence as Travis approached the glowing craft. Travis Walton's disappearance. As Walton neared the mysterious object, the rest of the crew began to feel uneasy. They called out to him to come back to the truck, but before he could return, something unexpected happened. Walton suddenly vanished from view. The men, frightened and unsure of what had just taken place, quickly drove away from the scene to get help. The search for Walton. In the hours and days that followed, a massive search effort was launched to find Travis Walton. His disappearance baffled local law enforcement, and news of the strange encounter quickly spread. Search teams scoured the forest where Walton had last been seen, but despite their efforts, no trace of him could be found. The other members of the logging crew were questioned, and while their accounts of the incident were consistent, some doubted their story, thinking it was too unbelievable to be true. Travis Walton's return. 5 days after his disappearance, Travis Walton was found in a small town about 30 miles from where he had vanished. He was tired, disoriented, and confused, but otherwise unharmed. Walton had no clear memory of where he had been or how he had gotten there. He believed only a few hours had passed, when in reality nearly a week had gone by. Walton's recollection of his experience. As time passed, Travis Walton began to recall details of what had happened during his absence. He remembered waking up in a strange room that didn't resemble anything he had seen before. The room was clean, bright, and filled with unusual objects. He described feeling confused and curious about his surroundings. According to Walton, he encountered several beings in this unfamiliar environment. These beings, who looked somewhat human, were calm and seemed to be studying him. Walton didn't feel threatened or in danger during this time. He recalled being examined, but said the experience was not painful or frightening. After some time, he lost consciousness again, and when he woke up, he found himself back on Earth, near the town where he was later discovered. The aftermath. Once Walton was reunited with his family and friends, the story of his disappearance and return became a media sensation. Many people were fascinated by the details of his experience, while others remained skeptical. Some believed that Walton had experienced something truly extraordinary, while others thought the event could be explained by more earthly causes. Despite the controversy surrounding his story, Walton and the other loggers maintained their account of what had happened. Over the years, Walton has spoken publicly about his experience, and his story has been the subject of books, documentaries, and even a movie adaptation. The legacy of the Travis Walton incident. The Travis Walton abduction case remains one of the most compelling and well-known UFO stories in modern history. It has been studied and analyzed by UFO researchers and has sparked debates among both believers and skeptics. Whether one views the incident as proof of extraterrestrial contact or as an unexplained mystery, the story continues to capture the imagination of people around the world. While we may never know exactly what happened to Travis Walton during those 5 missing days, his story serves as a reminder that there are still many mysteries in the universe waiting to be uncovered. This video was created using advanced artificial intelligence to bring this incredible story to life. If you enjoyed learning about the Travis Walton incident and want to hear more fascinating UFO stories and other mysterious encounters, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We have more exciting content on the way, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate your support.